All right, guys, we're back with round five, Edison Format, Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got the Sherrif Los on the left playing Quickdraw versus Juan Ambriz on the right playing Dream Frog deck. First time I've had this deck on the channel. It's a deck that's done well. It won the Ultimate Time Wizard tournament in Austin, largest Edison tournament since the original one. And we saw James Ark take it to top 8 at RBT Maryland. I know they're I'm pretty sure they're good friends and teammates. The two, I don't remember the guy's name who won. I just remember I played them at Vegas in the 3v3. They're our first loss. We started off 5-0 and we lost to James Ark's team. And they've innovated this deck, and I've seen a lot of people pick it up, and it can do some cool things. We'll see how Juan does with the deck. It doesn't seem like an easy deck to pilot, because I remember I was talking to the guy who won. I remember his name, but he was tired. I asked him, "Are you tired?" I think it was like after round 8. He was X1, and he told me he was exhausted because he said he had to think a lot throughout the tournament with that deck. It's not like Black Wings. You don't really have to think that much with Black Wings or even the Hero Frog deck or Vayu. But with this deck, I think it's a little more complex. So here Juan activates 1-for-1. He brings back Treeborn, activates 1-for-1. Gets sub. So we'll see what Juan does. Tributes. Maybe Los is trying to bluff him that he's got something to stop the Substitute, but Quickdraw, like the only... What are you afraid of? You think he's going to torrential his own Titanium? I mean, that's... More than likely, Los probably has like a Bottomless or a Deep Prison or a Mirror Force. Quickdraw can't play Oppression. Maybe he has like a random Wing Blast back there. But I think if he had a Wing Blast, you would maybe chain it to the Substitute, right? Yeah, I don't think he has a Wing Blast. I think he's got like either a Bottomless, which he can't use right now, maybe a Deep Prison or Mirror Force, something like that. Maybe an MST. Like, send MST turn 1 is not bad against Frog decks because you want to at least snipe their Regeki breaks and stuff. So anyway, Juan's going off. Now, I'm not sure how familiar Juan is with this deck either. Okay, so here he's going for the Unifrog player. Now, remember, Juan has not normal summoned yet. So maybe he's going to try and snipe one of the back rows first. Yeah, so there's the Mirror Force. Los is forced to use it to protect his other back row. And here comes Salvage. So now he can, if he has another water monster, he can like go full on. Yeah, if he has another water monster, he can go off on him again. We'll see if he decides to do it. And he's got Avarice too. Yep, so he can just recycle all his frogs. I don't even think, I would just, does it really matter? I don't think if you put, it doesn't matter. They're all going to get dumped again anyway. Because he is not normal summoned. So I guess the shuffling matters. Or maybe Juan needs to draw a water monster. Maybe he doesn't have it yet. Okay, so very thorough shuffling from Juan. I use Ambriz on the thumbnail because there's like people who have common names like Juan and Joey and Sal. Oh, not Sal. Sal's the exception to the rule, but like that's why I use their last names. Okay, another Salvage. All right, so there's the other water monster. So now he can go off on him again. Special swap. Get the Substitute out of your deck, hopefully. Yep. Okay, now Frog sub combo him again. So what do? Now you used up your normal summon. You can dupe lock him. You can go like double dupe and leave the Substitute up on the field if you want. Now this deck does play Flip-Flop Frog, which doesn't target, so he can put the Titanium back on Los's hand. So I think you dupe lock and either A, leave the Substitute up on the field, or you can do this play as well. See, the beauty of this deck... Well, he already used 2 salvages. Okay, so he chooses Flip-Flop Frog. So next turn, he can bounce that Titanium. So I'm surprised he heavied him here. So Los with the main deck, the Dust Tornado. See, this is why one of the reasons I don't want a main deck Dust Tornado. Like, it's not that good in the Frog matchup, but it's so good against Black Wings. Okay, so here he heavies Juan's Mirror Force. Now, can Los deal with this field? So he sets, so now Juan, if he wants to, he can bounce Los's whole field. So standby, bring back Treeborn. He's going to flip the flip-flop and... Yep, hurry up, flip it. Come on, Juan, just flip it. Get that Titania off the board. Especially if you have a Monarch. Okay. So you can only bounce your monsters, but it can do face downs, I believe. Yes. Yeah, it doesn't target. So he bounces back to Titania, now rises him. Yeah, this is pretty good. Attack with both. And now sets another back row, and he can reset the flip-flop. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't. He was supposed to reset the flip-flop here. I don't know why he didn't. He didn't use the effect this turn. Let's see if Los can get out of this. This game does not look good for Los. Especially if Juan can rise at him again. So he sets a monster, sets up probably a bluff. Because we, you know... Ooh, Jar of Greed. Bring back Treeborn, I guess. Okay, so he doesn't have another Monarch. So flip-flop effect. Flip, put back the monster, attack. And yeah, so... Yeah, you can't bounce your own cards, because otherwise you could bounce your Ryza back. That'd be really good. I mean, Swap Frog already does that for you, but... Yeah, that would be insane. Because he would definitely bounce back his Ryza here, and... Yeah, Los is reading flip-flop. How does Los get out of this? I think he has, like, Avarice in his hand, and he can't mill because, like, he slowed him down. Not being able to flip the Raikou and stuff. So, yeah, Los is reading, flip-flop. Yeah, you can set it and he can flip it again, but I think you will be able to bounce one card. You can bounce his Dupe Frog, I guess. I guess that's what he's thinking about doing. But Los just concedes. Yeah, he has Avarice. Los's hand was dead, so... Juan takes game one, shows us the power of this Dream Frog deck. So we'll see if the Sherrif will pull off the backdoor 2-0 to get to top 4. I wonder who's favored in this matchup. Dream Frog or Quickdraw? I mean, if Los can get Titania up, but like... Los just needs to get his engine going. That game, he couldn't get his engine going. He didn't have a chance to mill, so his averages were dead. So here, Los MSTs, Juan's MST, and then tributes Sangan for Caius, banishes the Treeborn, triggers Sangan. He's got Quickdraw, so he's probably going to get Dandy. Yep. So here comes Quickdraw Dandy. See, I've said this many times before. I don't like setting MST like that turn 1. The only deck I really do it against is a Future Fusion deck. And against Black Wings. And maybe you can make the argument against Amaryllis to maybe MST their Miracle Furt. But against Quickdraw, I would not set MST. I'd rather just hold it for whenever I'm going to make a play. Alright, so here Los hits him for 24. So he halved first, but I think if you're going to attack, you might as well just hit him with both, right? But I think Los wasn't sure if he was going to attack him with Caius. That's why he halved first. But then he changed his mind. When he didn't drop it on the 12, he's like, alright, I'm going to hit you for 24. Alright, so Los is thinking about grabbing back Crow. It's not bad here because one Treeborn is gone, so you can leave Juan without Treeborn for the rest of the game if you grab back the Crow. Let's see if he decides to. I mean, Juan's at 44, so he chooses Dandy. Yeah, he chooses Dandy. Attacks, probably a dupe. This deck plays 3. So he's going to grab Swap, and then hits him with, so no Gores from Juan. So now Juan's at 2K. So drill, ditch Dandy, so he's got a wall of tokens. Sets another back row. I think this game is over for Juan. He's at 2K. Drill Warrior will hit him for 12. We'll see, but it's not looking good. Like, people think Quickdraw sucks, but when they get this field going, this deck is hard to beat. Unless you're playing like GBs or something, who just, you know, that's like the only deck that can get out of this. Or like sometimes if you press their Drill Warrior, but okay, so here Juan Kaises him. Los with the rug, and Juan just concedes. Yep, so quick second game. So let's go to game 3. I really want to see this deck more in action because I think people are going to start playing this deck a lot, and I want to see what Juan's opening hands look like. Because this deck plays a lot more frogs, so I wonder if they draw those clunky hands of frogs. So here he special summons Swap Frog by discarding Fishborg Blaster. So Fishborg Blaster, you can discard a card. You have to control Water Monster. I think you can discard any card to bring it back. But you can only synchro. You have to control a Water Monster, and you can only synchro with other Water Monsters. I believe that's what it does. It was really good once, what's the card called, came out? Formula Synchron. Yes, if you control a face-up level 3 or lower Water Monster, you can discard one card, special summon this card from your graveyard. If this card is used as a Synchro Material Monster, all other Synchro Material Monsters must be water. So here he normal summons Swap, so he sends Treeborn, bounces, activates 1 for 1, so he is going to go off. Sub, pop. So we'll see what decisions Juan decides to make right here. Yeah, this deck is a lot like, I know people complain about Dragon Turbo, but yeah, Frogs is the same way. Sometimes they take forever with this whole Frog combo. I mean, can he bring back Fishborg? Yeah, he can. Okay, that's another power play that Fishborg gives them. It gives them, like, the ability to have an extra body to, like, really abuse Substitute. Let's see if he does it. Well, he, like... So he doesn't use Fishborg, so he goes for the soft lock. Did he not have another Water Monster that he could and just keep going off? We'll see if it costs him. Because a lot of times, they always out my soft lock. Like, they'll go Brain, Caius. Or just Brain and Synchro. Okay, so Los gets Titanio out in defense. Attack. Does it matter? Attack or defense? I don't see why it would matter. I guess it matters with, like, Machina Fortress or Ab-Zero if you don't want them to run into your Titanio. I think those are the only two scenarios where it matters. So anyway, 8K, 8K, and Los sets 1 back row. Standby, bring back Treeborn. So now Juan can abuse Substitute. Oh, he's got Lightning Board. Okay, I don't think he had another Water Monster. But you can discard any card, right? To bring back Fishborg. Yes. So he could have gone all out last turn, but he chose not to. But it's okay, because now do you go for flip-flop? Do you go for uni? You have Lightning Vortex in your hand. So if I'm Juan, what do I do? So he chooses to get the flip-flop. Or does he just want to continue to, like, every turn just abuse Substitute? I wonder what else Juan has in his hand. I know I saw Lightning Vortex. I saw, like, a trap. So set flip flop, set one, and pass. So now Los has to answer this. So here he dusts. Basically forcing Los to you either A, you're gonna negate my dust with Titanial, or you're gonna get rid of that back row. But why? You have flip flop though. Like, how does Los out that flip flop? He has to attack dupe. Can't be destroyed by battle. I'm trying to think, like, how does Los out this besides Caius? He would have to Caius his own Titanial. I don't know. If that is Lightning Vortex in Juan's hand, there was a lot of options Juan had here. So, like, maybe you could have used the Lightning Vortex last turn. You could have gone for, like, a Unifrog play. Maybe he sided out Unifrog. That's also a possibility. I've sided it out before, and then I get really upset because I sided it out. Because it always comes up. I'll side it out, and I'm like, oh my god, I've had Unifrog in my deck. This is an interesting turn, because, like, I'm not saying what Juan did was wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I have to really think about it and see what I would have done in that scenario. Like, okay, so Los chooses to protect that back row. But you have flip-flop. That's why I don't get it. You have flip-flop, so why do you care? Unless you're that afraid of Caius. Maybe Juan was afraid of Caius. But if you Caius her, you still got the dust, right? You just dust them. I guess, let's say if Los Caiuses him. Los would tribute the Titanial for Caius. Banish the dupe. Run over the flip-flop. Or the sub. Probably the sub. So now he's getting black rosed. Yep. So this was going to happen no matter what Juan did. And it was rug. So he grabs back. And now he goes Pot of Avarice. I don't think it really mattered. He was going to get black rosed anyway. Huh. Okay, so let's say Juan doesn't. Now he goes Quickdraw Dandy. Ooh, this game has flipped. If he Lightning Vortex, if Juan had Lightning Vortex Los, then Los 100% black roses him. Now let's say Juan just doesn't use the Dust Tornado. So here Los chooses to go for the level 6 guy. I forgot his name. It can't be Monarched. That's the beauty. I forgot this card's effect. Is it Turbo Warrior? I think it is Turbo Warrior. Let me know what you guys think. What should Juan... is there another play Juan should have made there? Whenever Los had the Titanial with the Dust Tornado, should he have gotten the Unifrog? I don't know. That was like... He had a lot of options in that turn. So it is Turbo Warrior. And Juan activates Pot of Avarice. Does Los have Crow? So Los crows him. So this says, when this card declares an attack on a level 6 or higher synchro monster, have the attack of the attack target until the end of the damage step. This card cannot be targeted by the effects of level 6 or lower monsters. So it'll stop Juan from monarching his Turbo Warrior, but he can still junk. This deck plays junk, so he can like junk into Catastor and attack over it. Catastor doesn't target, so... All right, let's see what Los can do. So here comes Caius. Target the set flip-flop. Attack him for 25. So now Juan's down to 3K. Does this deck play Gores? Because I didn't see it game 1 or game 2. So Treeborn. Dark Dust would be really nice right here. Well, Juan slammed down Dark Dust. I mean, he's not dead. He can, like, set a dupe and survive another turn. Oh, Lightning Vortex. Outs the Caius and the Turbo Warrior. Tributes for Vanity's Fiend. Deprisons the Vanity's Fiend. And passes. And now... Lone Fire for... It's not game, but... Juan's got like no cards. You can tell he's upset the Los. Did he rip the Lone Fire? So leaves him at 200, brings back Treeborn, sets one, and passes. And honestly, looking back, I don't think there's much Juan could have done. Yeah, it just the Black Rose, like one card Black Rose just destroys the dupe lock. So yeah, Los is moving on to top 4. The frog deck was impressive, but I don't know. I got to see it more. Hope you guys enjoyed that match, and we'll be back soon for the top 4. Bye, guys.